Hello, my name is Shadow Templar 591, and I'm back playing StarCraft Remastered? Whatever, I'm playing StarCraft, the upgraded version. So last time we started the Zerg missions. I forgot to mention this, but there's a pun here. Egg Russian? Nice. Nice, guys. Egg Russian. Because I guess we're carrying an egg. But anyways, let's get into this and see what's going on. Okay. Makes sense. The new Dominion. Ooh, okay. Let's do this.
Behold the power of that which is yet unborn, for the swirling images that flow forth from the Crysalis are only a shadow of the sleeper's true power.
The psionic emanations of the Crysalis have reached out into the depths of space and lured our enemies to us. Even now, we are aware of their plans.
All squadrons close formation. Scan for hostiles. Emperor Arcturus believes that there's Zerg out here, so it's our job to flush them out. I don't want any slip-ups this time. We'll show these critters that they can't run from the Terran.
Engage the Terran forces with care. Your priority is to protect the Chrysalis at all costs.
Okay, so apparently these Zerg can somehow hack into Terran communications. Like, how did they hear that? Like, that's my question. My question is, do they somehow, from being locked in the different facilities around by the Confederacy, did they somehow gain the ability to hack in computers and listen to broadcasts? I'm just confused. That's it. Just confused. She's mutilous. Let's scout around. See what's going on. Okay, we're back on chat. So I looked up some things about the Zerg, about the different species of Zerg. One thing that's interesting, okay, there's a base. So there's a, oh, I missed Mutalisk. So there's the Zerg base. There's my expansion, right here. It's got, oh, for one, it's got no Vespine for, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so they're not coming. Good. So for one, it's got no Vespine, so that's not cool. But let's check these other areas. Oh, I lost my train of thought again. Sorry, guys. So going on about the Zergs. Oh no, it does. I just didn't see it. About the various Zergs. Oh. Well, I lost a Mutalisk, so that must be another part of the base. Okay. So I see how this game, this level, and the game wants me to go about this now. In terms of which bases to attack and stuff. So it basically wants you to build a base, obviously at the main, build an expansion, and then use that to leapfrog from there. Let's keep making resources. And so basically all the critters you see walking around, and not all the critters, but many of the critters you see actually on the maps are actually what the Zerg started, how can I put this? Basically assimilating into the swarm. Oh, so they did finally show up. Okay. Well, actually, it's actually A-okay. Oh. Rip Mutalis. Cool. Put you over there. Sorry, that's my phone. Oh, let's start making another hatchery as well. Get that upgrade. So yes, so I believe these are what became the Zerglings. I got it written down somewhere. Let me, while we're waiting for the Zerglings to hatch, let me see if I can find it. Okay, well, Zerglings came out a little quicker than expected. Oh, okay. Oh, I also wondered, so I know other Zerg get, so Zerg in general. Oh, hey guys, where you guys going? Why am I? Oh, you! I'm gonna go on my drones. Assholes to the end. Game basically saying, get defenses, get base defenses. To be fair enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. Oh, and then change the hotkey on there. I have to remember to do that next time. Well, I was gonna try to just rush him, but apparently that's not gonna work. So, I guess let's make base defenses and dig in. Don't tell me what I require. I know what I require. So it's 70, yeah, it is 75. Once again, tell me what I require. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna. I don't think I am gonna grab Mutalis. $75. Oh, okay. So this time I actually do require more minerals. Touche. Okay, all those upgrades are there. Oh, that's 150. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so I found some of where I wrote down my list that I was speaking about before. So apparently these lava are what the Zerg were originally. And then basically the Xel'Naga basically hurried along the ability to mutate because they saw potential in it. And with that, they basically started absorbing other species. Get the high ground, bitch. Just no respect. Just no respect. Oh, okay. There's another ramp here. Oops. Okay, so how many do I got? Okay. Get one more there. To upgrade everything. So yes, going back to my Zerg thing. So the Zerg started actually were originally those lava. The Xel'Naga, seeing the potential of them being able to absorb other species, tinkered with the Zerg just a little. So then we got the species we have now. There were, and I tried to find images of these on the wiki. I couldn't. So if anybody has images or knows what these things are, but apparently drones come from Gasper Wops. Let's see, overlords come from Gigantua's proxy mine, which makes sense and actually kind of plays into the little pun they have where if you click on, I believe it's the observer in this, the observer, you can hear some human being like, and it was a gigantish mushroom, obviously referring to an overlord. What else would they be referring to? What else do we have? Zerglings are from Dune Runners. I know I believe the Ultralists are from Bohemus, which apparently originally were herbivores, and then they obviously became omnivores. They eat anything, or maybe they became carnivores. I don't know. Do Zerg eat plants? That is a question I don't have an answer to. Anyways, and one part of them they actually incorporated in the swarm is those specific behemoths actually make dens, and that's where the Ultralist gen actually comes from. So I thought that was kind of interesting little thing there. So there's all that. Let's see what else we got. Mutalisks come from Mantis Screamer, which kind of makes sense. They look like flying mantises, and they do scream when you make them. They make a screeching sound, so that all checks out. Oh, 225, okay. Okay. So that was an interesting attack. And by interesting, I mean a complete waste of time. By what? Oh, god damn it. Race. It's an attack by someone who thinks they're cool. That's really the long and short of it.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, well, that's, I guess, what the Zerglings would have came in handy. Or the Mutalists, to be honest, yeah. Okay. Faster movement, increased sight range. So yeah, I guess let's start grabbing these. And we'll just have to rebuild the army. Wait. Okay, so I think my plan attack is gonna drop down here, move around, and then go that way. I mean, it makes sense that the front of the base would be totally blocked off like that. But I thought I'd give it a shot anyways. You don't know if you don't try. And no harm and no foul, right? A mature catalyst. Might as well upgrade that. Grab that. Grab that. Cool. Three from there. Okay. 2 levels on the upgrades, which is fine by me. Got a couple more overlords. Economy is humming. Let's do this. Did not think this is gonna be as hard as I was expecting it to be, but you know, that's okay. I'm up for a challenge. But to my previous point, and I kind of circling back, so that's all the different species the Zerg are made from. Obviously and I think I went over this already, but just to reiterate, the way that the Zerg structure goes lava, drones, bit overlords, and then it kind of, well, actually that kind of splits up. Overlords do warriors, queens kind of do the overall functions of a hive, like the workers, like the drones. Then from there it goes cerebrits. From cerebrits it goes to overmind, and then that's where the final end of the food chain is. Okay, so that got upgraded, that got upgraded. The hive cluster is under attack. Shocking. Oop, I just made a bunch of drones. One of these has other. Like, let's try the other way. Damn it, they thought about that. Shit, what are we gonna do? Oh, no, found line there. So that doesn't have a lot of Minerals. Oh, I'm almost out of minerals. It's not that that doesn't have a lot. I'm almost out of minerals? Wow. Okay. Well, that's not cool. And we'll save a little army just in case something happens. Okay. Oh, well, that's not cool. See? Okay, that didn't do nearly as bad as it could have. So there's that. That definitely could have went a lot worse.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I do now have at least a foothold. Oh, well, great.
The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
Cool. You want to throw you guys away? Fine by me. So I'm assuming since I ran out of minerals, or ran out of spots to harvest them from, this isn't supposed to take this long. I probably gave the computer too much time, and now I've built up, so now they've built up, so this is going to be probably a lot harder than if I had just attacked right away. It also doesn't help that I also got my Grace killed, so yeah. There's that too.
Spawn more overlords.
I am spawning more overlords. Ah, man. Pickle we... What a web we weave. Might as well. They're not doing anything here, so might as well send them out to die. Let's be full then. Well, take two was a lot weaker for us, but I also don't have to worry about the defenses, so my guys should at least make the landing this time. Oh, cool, they didn't... Wow, that is a lot of tanks. Well, let's just, yeah, just right here. Okay, that actually kind of worked. So close. So close. Did all my overloads die? No? How'd they go? Oh, there they are. I was gonna say, wait, what? I'll go grab a bunch of drones. Something. Oh, and then I didn't talk about what the sorry, I didn't talk about what the scourges, the queens, and defiles are from, like what species. So defiles and queens are unknown. The queen is from Arcanus brood, I guess some kind of brood. It doesn't. It says, but I'm just butchering the word. So what I'm gonna tell you is, look it up. Sorry, if the name's not something like John Smith, I usually end up butchering it, so that's what I'm gonna have to tell you guys. Look it up. Look it up. And then I come in to reclaim this. I'm gonna send this overlord out.
Our forces are under attack.
Guys. Come on, siege up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, computer, for being stupid.
Forces are under attack.
Tie race. I have to be getting desperate because they're just throwing guys at me now. So I'm wondering if I can drop some. I actually haven't rebuilt this back. So can I just see? Hey, don't mind me, guys. Just your neighborhood overlord just flying on through.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Oh well, I should have probably dropped right here. Yep. Because I see a Vespene geyser, and my guess is if there's a Vespene geyser, there's also probably some minerals. Which kind of sucks, just because I got all those drones killed, but you know, you live and learn, and then you get love. Oh yeah, this is way less fortified. And that's a, yep. Okay. Well. Oh, do I have no air guy? Crap, I have no idea.
Our forces are under attack.
Damn. Hydrolist anywhere? Yes. The slow rebuild. Sorry. Oops. Oh yeah, okay. We have these guys. So let's. So yeah, obviously you're supposed to go from the right to the left, try to do as much damage, claim the base, and you have another foothold. So, and this is why you need to make sure you explore everything, because then stuff like this doesn't happen. But it's okay. Well, actually, it's gonna have to be okay. Really has no choice but to be okay. Once again, it's kind of mad I kind of slaughtered all those drones for no reason now, but you know. Because they're gonna come in really useful right about now. Really dang on useful. Okay, and then while we're waiting, since I gotta build up my army, I think I'm gonna go into, because none of this I'm gonna speak about it's reiterated later in the game, but it's all in the manual as well. So when the Xel'Naga, they created two races, the Protoss, who are the purity of form, and then the Zerg, who are purity of essence. Basically, they went around, started messing with the races on the various planets. They messed with the Protoss, did a little hand holding with them. That didn't go too well. They ended up in what's called the Aeon of Strife, which basically they ended up in a civil war and started killing each other. They really let so with the Protoss have a lot of individuality. So to curve kind of Aeon of Strife type event happening again, the Xel'Naga created a being called the Overmind to kind of control everything, and created a Zerg who could assimilate different races. Basically, the Zerg already had that ability before. They just kind of sped it up. Like, same with the Protoss. The Protoss had innate psionic abilities. All the Xel'Naga did was just speed that shit up. So with that, the Protoss basically went into the Aeon Strife. The Xel'Naga were like, well, these guys are a lost cause, so let's now experiment and go the other way. So instead of having guys with a lot of individual, let's create something, a little hive mind. So they did that, and the Zerg began assimilating more and more races, but unbeknownst to the Xel'Naga is the Overmind knew they were up there for a long time. He or it or she or whatever you want to call the Overmind, the floating eyeball, our eyeball friend, then was like, he was just biding his time, just waiting to a good moment to attack, because he knew if he didn't, they were just gonna wipe them out. So eventually, unbeknownst to the Xel'Naga, the Zerg then attacked the Xel'Naga ship, just ripped them to shreds. As valiantly as the Xel'Naga tried to fight them up, the Zerg just ripped them to shreds. And then, unfortunately, they didn't know they knew their mission. Their mission is to become the perfect being, but they didn't know where the Protoss are. They knew, they had heard of them, the Overmind knew of them, just didn't know where the homeworld was. So basically, the Zerg's mission has been basically go from planet to planet, assimilating which is expanding the brood, making more specialized brood, cerebrates and overlords and everything, and then also, that's the everyday mission. The overall mission is, hey, we gotta find out where the Protoss is so we can merge with them and end this whole thing. And during that, they actually came out with the Terrans, and what happened is, when they attacked one of the Terran homeworld, the Protoss showed up, and the Overmind could have basically withdrawn their forces, but he wanted to, or it wanted to see how the Protoss would react to the Zerg, and seeing how efficiently the Protoss did indeed react to the Zerg, it actually kind of awestruck the Overmind, as crazy as that is. And then basically from there on, that's been the plan. Just, hey, how do we assimilate with our brethren, the Protoss, become the perfect beings, and rule the world? So I can see, I'm glad to see Duke kept his old Confederate colors. What the? I'm not gonna give this up. Give up the goat! So that's what that whole thing about Char was in Marshara. The Zerg actually stumbled on the Terrans earlier and knew what was going on, but just basically used them as a test baby, as to see how the Protoss will react to the Zerg's presence. And yeah, as we all know, they did not react very well to it. In fact, they tried to murder them, which, considering how the events of this game and other games in the StarCraft franchise go, can't say I really blame them. Not even gonna lie. Get over here. Guys, we've got Sunkens. Use the Sunkens. Stop getting yourselves killed for no reason.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I mean, if they want to throw their lives away, let them. But let's not stoop down to their level. Hey guys, there's a Zerg base over there. Should we do something about it? Nah, it'll be fine. Let's attack the main hive cluster. Okay. Idiots to the end. One Hydralisk just doing a dance. And the only reason, and to be honest, the only reason the Zerg knew about the Terrans is because of their Ghost project. So, as you probably guessed from the, if you played the Terran missions or watched me play the Terran missions or watch anybody, if you've seen any version of the Terran missions, you are keenly aware of that the Zerg are in tune to psionic emanations, because that's how the Protoss function. So, you know, if you want to find something, you gotta be able to... Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, since the Protoss use a lot of psionic emanations to speak to each other for their technology, the Zerg, if they want to find them, have to be in tune to that kind of stuff. Makes sense. So, because of the Ghost program and all those kind of things that the Terrans are doing, that's actually how the found the Terran, and that's actually why they kind of also started infesting some of their buildings, because they're like, maybe these Earthlings aren't so far off. I think in the manual, and maybe this is me just paraphrasing or speculation or whatever, but basically saying, hey, you know, these Terran aren't actually as backwards as they seem to be. They could actually become a threat if they could.
Hold, Cerebrate, do not pursue them. Cerebrate, you must stay and relocate the Chrysalis to a more secure location. Dagoth shall deal with the remaining Terran forces.
Okay. Fair enough. And they could actually become a species, but let's incorporate them before that happens. Also, with the Cerebrates, they have like that kind of holograph thing going on, where it's like the translucent image. I don't know if that's just show that they have psionic powers or what, but I think it's kind of neat touch. It wasn't like that in the original. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed my lore background. I know there was a lot of pauses and stuff as I rebuilt my base. I'm glad I was able to kind of salvage that, though to be honest, it probably would have been quicker just to end it, but I'm glad I'm salvaging it. I'm glad you guys stuck around with me. I'm going to try to bring more lore just for these videos so there's something to talk about in between me building forces. So look forward to that. As always, my name has been Shadow Templar 591, and have a great day.